Yo, Lordilicious here with the third Faplord Gaming video. This video is going to be focused on our active seasons and our achievements within those seasons. So let's get to it. Also, disclaimer, it's obviously my point of view. Probably not exactly what happened, at least not for sure, but moving on. So for our achievements within our active seasons, the most impressive about them isn't exactly what rank we ended each season, rather than the fact that we were able to shape the community in the way we did. The early beginning of our team, or our time as a team rather, began around the end of 2013 and start of 2014, where we, just like I stated in the first video, forged our two 3-man squads into one. After that happened, we played for a while and decided to make it official, so to say. On the 22nd of April, we forged Team Solo Queue Gamers, otherwise known as TSQG. And yes, that was very TSM inspired. Anyhow, being that it is seemingly impossible to find any records of the team's rank statistics, and the fact that it is 3.5, almost 4 years ago, it's hard for me to say much about the progress we made as a team in what must have been Season 4. I'm quite sure our ranked team finished bronze or silver, leaving us in the lower end of the bracket. After Season 4, where we had finally gathered a gas-worthy team, we decided to try and take things a bit more serious. This is around the time where Dominic and Pasha started playing less and less, and we decided to recruit a few more people. As we gathered more people, we suddenly had the opportunity to play 5s way more often, and so the grind began. We would have 6 to 8 hour long Skype calls discussing champion picks, rotations, meta, warding, and so on. I even took almost a full day off to write a 4 to 5 page strategy document containing all of our picks ranked by meta/personal priority, and when we should be warding where against the different meta picks and so on. At this point in time, our team play was starting to really come together. We were all on board with the shots that were being called. We even at one point tried to mimic TSM by having a dedicated early to mid game and another late game shot caller. The reasoning was basically the same as TSM's. We wanted our mid lane, or to allow our mid lane, to snowball out of control without having to pay much attention to anything not lane related. Unfortunately, in the long run that didn't work out, and I moved back to being a full-time shot caller. It was fun to try though. Anyway, our strategy was on point, and we had quite the read on the meta due to our studies of pro play, and things were looking pretty good. This time is also where the George Maokai meme stems from. Back when he was so OP that Maokai was a must first pick if left open, and so George was forced to play Maokai more often than not, thus bringing him to dislike the big old tree a little. Anyway, we were getting closer and closer to our season goal, that goal being getting gold as a team. Getting gold would be quite the achievement, being that most of us weren't even in gold in solo queue at the time, and for the most part, whenever we got close to gold MMR, we would meet high gold, plat, and even at times diamond players, meaning that we were definitely up against the odds. And for most of the season, the golden rank seemed well out of our reach. But then, approximately 2 or 3 weeks before season end, we made a drastic change that would soon cause us to play 5s at a much higher frequency. This is when Doodle came, baby. In short, Doodle allowed us to schedule practices and track who was available when, which made it 1,000 times easier to practice 5s. So, using the blessing that was Doodle, we were finally able to practice more often than ever before. We were grinding like a team and shooting up rank-wise. With Doodle as our special weapon, the golden border finally seemed within our grasp. Although we did have a few slip-ups here and there, we did eventually figure out how to efficiently show up when we said we would. Cough, George. In the end, we managed to reach our season goal. On November 5th, only 2 days before season end, we clutched our spot in gold. Incredibly fond by this, I wrote a post on our Facebook page, which,
I will now be reciting. Guys, we flippin' did it. A special thanks to George for being the most reliable and consistent player, JC for his few but great games in the top jungle and support, Falco for his pentakill and in general a solid effort in both jungle, ADC and support, Pasha for being a great support and the best water you vest, Tom for being meme-tastic and for always showing up with a solid performance on anything from jungle to ADC to support, #bard, Ron for exceptional jungle stacking and carrying a crazy amount of games, not to mention his lovely Lulu, and Vicky for his banter boots combining swiftness with alacrity, and obviously, as he said himself, for being a Lulu bot. Last but not least, but still very important for our promotion, thanks to Emil for being a solid ADC that allowed us to sweep our promotion and reach gold. Honorable mention, thanks to Dom, that being Dominic, even though he didn't play a lot, he's still forever a part of TSQG and therefore a part of the now golden TSQG. Guys, we did it. TSQG, nor me, could not have done it without any one of you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm happy to have shared Season 5 with all of you, as well as I am looking forward to share Season 6 with all you moist Faplords. With that post we concluded Season 5 as our most active season, best season team ranking wise, and honestly most meme-tastic season. We were all excited for what we could strive to achieve in the coming seasons, but then Rito hit us, and many other teams with a major slap in the face. They were removing team ranked 5s in favor of their new flex queue. What the actual fap? I mean, I know it's only a game, but I feel like at that point we had every goddamn right to be mad. And thus began the demise of Faplord Gaming. Tune in next time to hear exactly how that went down, and perhaps how Faplord Gaming could return again. Lord Rattenborg out. Fucking flex queue.